Hi all, welcome to Tech Forum. In this video, let us see how to reuse the editable template with multiple sites that require different header and footer experience, also different styles. Editable template allows the template authors to create and edit the templates without the help from development team. Template authors can define the policies, structure, and the initial content for the templates that will be shared by all the pages created based on this specific template. Before editable templates, the developers create and manage the template called as static template for different structure variation, and the authors use the templates to create the pages. In editable templates, the template authors can configure the client libraries, means CSS and JavaScript need to be applied for this template through the template policy. Most of the time, we will have a generic template. If you see here header and footer, the header and footer is enabled through experience fragment. Also, there is a container. So this enabled with allowed components. While creating the pages, author can add the required components to this container. Let us quickly see the demo. Let me go into tools, templates. This is my demo project. Click on that. Yeah, this is the template content page, editing that. The header and footer is enabled through experience fragment. Let me quickly edit it. Yeah, you can see the experience fragment path configured here. The same way, even the footer is configured through experience fragment. Yeah, the experience fragment path is selected here. Also, if you see the container, the allowed components are enabled. What are the components author can use to author this section? Let me quickly open the policy. If I go here, yeah, page policy. Yeah, there is a policy defined with the name generic policy. And if you see here, there is a properties. Yeah, client libraries. The client libraries are configured here. Site1.site. This is the category name. Then site1.dependencies. Also site1.dependencies here. So this will get applied for all the pages created through this specific template. Let us quickly see the experience fragments. Click here. This is my sample project. Then US, then EN, site. Any folder structure you can define, site, then header and footer. Even you can create a variation to this specific experience fragment. If I just quickly edit it, you can see the header configured here. Yeah, the header is configured here. Same way if I open the footer. Yeah, the footer is also configured through this experience fragment. Let us quickly review the sites created with this specific template. Go into sites. This is my demo site folder. Go into that. US. Then I have two sites, EN and FR. So let me quickly open EN. Edit. Yeah, this is fine. Then if I go to FR, again edit. If you see here, the style and the data for both the sites are almost same. The same template is used by both the sites, EN and FR. Now the requirement is I need to have a localized header and footer for FR website. But the problem is the experience fragment is configured in template level. The core experience fragment components localization feature helps here. The experience fragment core component enables the support for localized fragment content. If the experience fragments and the sites follow the same localized structure, the experience fragment core component uses the localized fragment content based on the site language. If you see here, the content structure is content, my site, then the country code, US and FR, then language, EN, ES and FR. The same way the experience fragment is organized, content, experience fragments, then my site, then the country code, US, FR, then language, EN, ES, then header, footer, then master or other variations. So both follows the same localized structure. Let us quickly review the experience fragment for FR website. So here if you see FR, this is the folder. You can create the same folder structure under US, FR, then site. Then if you see here header and footer experience fragment. You can just create a language copy or live copy from the existing experience fragment to the target folder structure. For demo, let me quickly modify the header for FR website. For that FR site, I am clicking on this header and edit. Added a additional text FR header to differentiate this header from EN website. Let us quickly review the websites now. Let me go to FR and refresh, then again EN. For EN website, there is no additional text. Let me go to FR. If you see here, FR header, the additional text is enabled. Even though the default experience fragment was configured in the template, the experience fragment core component localized the fragment content based on the website language. This helps us to reuse the editable template with the different sites that requires the localized header and footer experience. Another constraint while reusing the editable template is site-specific style. In our case, the style or the client libraries are configured through template policy. Some of the time we may have the need to enable site-specific styles or theme for the websites that are built on the same editable templates. By default, editable template and the core components won't support different styles for the websites built on the same editable templates. Let us see a custom approach that will enable the site-specific themes or styles. To achieve this, the front-end module should generate the site-specific client library that can be configured for individual website. Refer to this video for the details on enabling site-specific client libraries through the UI front-end module. You can see here the site-specific client libraries are generated and deployed to AEM. Client lib dependency site1, dependency site2, again client lib site1 and site2. If I go inside, the categories are different. Yeah, the categories here is site1.site. Then if I go to site2, then again it is site2.site. Again the dependencies is referring from here, site2.dependencies. Also this one refers the site1.dependencies. That is the category for this dependencies client libraries. Let us now enable additional field to the page properties dialog. Through this, the authors can configure the required theme. If required, this field can be enabled as a drop-down list with all the list of predefined themes. Also enable this into all the pages if required. Let me quickly go into that. This is the page rendering component of my project. Created this CQ dialog, then content items, then tabs. In the basic tab, I am enabling this additional field, items, then column. Yeah, this is the style name. So if I go into this property, I am using this as a text field for now. If required, you can make this as a drop-down list. Then style name, this is the name. Also, I am ordering this before this HTML ID in the dialog. Let us now quickly enable the Sling model to return the site-specific client library. The client library name is sent based on the inherited style name property value sent from the custom header and footer sitely file in page rendering component. The style name is injected from the sitely file. I will be showing that. Then two methods, get style name site, style name dependency. Here we are going to return the client library category name. The style name going to be site1, site2, the example. Then we are appending this dot site or dot dependency based on this library type. And the default one going to be, in this case, site1.site. Here this site1.dependencies. Now let us enable the client library categories into the page rendering component. So this is again my page rendering component, page, then custom footer libs.html, custom header libs.html. Let me open header now. Here I am enabling some custom logic. So I am using this model, injecting the style name while invoking this model, that is inherited page properties.style name. The style name configured in the page property. If the property is configured in the current page, that will be returned. Otherwise, it will be returned from the parent pages. Then adding these client library categories, style name site, then style name dependency. Same configuration we are enabling in custom footer libs also. If I go here, yeah, same thing, but only different is here client lib.js. We are adding the JS category. But if I go to header libs, we are using CSS. Let me now remove the client library configurations from template policy. For that, I am again going to the template page policy. I am going to delete this also. Now click on done. Let me now configure the style for individual sites. For that, I am going to FR. Open this properties. You can see the style name field. I am going to site1 here. Save and close. So go to EN again, properties. Here I am going with site2, save and close. So if I go to FR, the site1 theme is displayed. Again, this is the default. If I go to EN, site2 theme is displayed. The background color is different here. Let us see the behavior on template. So I am going to the template and refresh this. The template always displays the default theme. In our case, it's site1. So that is the reason the site1 theme is displayed. If required, even you can specify the style on individual pages. In EN website, I have a test page. Let me open that. Edit. Now the site2 theme is displayed. Why? Because this is inherited from the parent page, the EN page. The EN is configured with site2 theme. Now let me go and change this. Here I am going to configure with maybe site1. Save and close. Yeah, now the theme is changed for test.html. Let me open en.html now. Still en.html is using the site2 theme. Now the site specific style is applied based on the configuration. The style to the page is applied in the following order. Apply the style name from the current page. If the style name is not configured in the current page, then apply the style name from any of the available parent page. If no style is configured in current page or any of the parent pages, the default style is applied. Now the localized fragment content and the site specific theme will allow us to reuse the template across different websites. Let me post the demo application links to the video description. That's all for today. Thanks all for watching the video. See you in the next video.